Hey, what's going on everybody? It is Friday, June 26, 2015, and it is time to vlog. So like with the past couple of vlogs, we are gonna cut the theatrics and get straight into today's updates. Starting off with Dragon Ball Z Extreme Butoden. You guys might recall in a couple of vlogs back, I talked about the possibility of the next Dragon Ball Z game for Nintendo 3DS being released outside of Japan. There was an Australian classification that popped up, and more often than not, when something like that happens, it means that the game has more or less been confirmed. And now, Bandai Namco has announced that Dragon Ball Z Extreme Butoden for the Nintendo 3DS will indeed be localized outside Japan. And what's pretty awesome is that it's coming from Arc System Works, the guys who are behind Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear. It's been a really long time since I played a traditional Dragon Ball Z game, fighter on the handhelds, no less. I mean, I know we just got Dragon Ball Xenoverse on the PlayStation 4 and all the other consoles, but we haven't really had a traditional Dragon Ball Z game fighter since what? Raging Blast 2, so it's been a very long time. I am eagerly anticipating it, and you guys can expect to catch me online this fall. Wait, does the game have online? Does it? Staying in the realm of Dragon Ball Z related news, we've got an update on Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F. Funimation Entertainment has officially released the theater listings for the upcoming animated film. Not only mark your calendars for the release this August, but make sure you buy your dang tickets because they're now available for purchase. You guys know that I am hosting a meetup in NYC for the movie. I haven't specified on what date or time or showing that I'm going to be picking for the movie, but if you guys want to get all those updates, make sure to follow both my Facebook and my Twitter account, links down below in the description. And definitely let me know if you want to be a part of the meetup, because I want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to come out so we can watch the movie. So I'm going to try to put it in a theater that works for everybody as far as traveling goes. So yeah, that's why I really want to know if you are going to be down for this meetup. Personal message me on Facebook, direct message me on Twitter. Just let me get in contact with you, man. If you are going to be watching Resurrection F in theaters, I do recommend you buy your movie tickets as soon as possible. Even though Battle of Gods was a smash hit last year and Resurrection F looks like it's going to do the same, if not better, it's always good to reserve your tickets because we don't get to see anime movies in theaters a lot. So it's better to be safe than sorry in this situation. Because from the leaked scenes I have checked out for Resurrection F, they were posted on Facebook, I was scrolling through my timeline, you can't avoid things like this. It's like, oh, what's that? Click, 10 seconds of some awesome stuff happening on screen. Word of caution for all the people who are gonna be in the theater with me, I'm gonna be a literal hype beast halfway throughout that movie, so buy your tickets. Let's get back on track with some JRPG goodness, ladies and gentlemen. I never thought that we would be doing multiple vlogs in a row discussing JRPGs, but what better time is there to be a JRPG fan when they are on the rise again? Not to say that they haven't been on the rise, but they just haven't been the forefront because, you know, certain companies kind of been effing up and not doing what they were supposed to do, but it's all good now because they are. It's greatness. You know what else is greatness? More Kingdom Hearts 3 news. Which is awesome. It's insanely cool. But at the same time, I don't think that we've come to realize the fact that we're probably not going to hear any more about Kingdom Hearts 3 for 6 years. Oh. Be careful what you wish for. Tetsuya Nomura did yet another interview regarding Kingdom Hearts 3 and Kingdom Hearts Unchained. You don't want to play this shit, keep it chained up for the smartphones. I guess that's what it's coming out on. I don't care. Like Recoded, it doesn't exist. I know I'm probably gonna piss off one person with that comment. Now the interview didn't confirm any new things that we already didn't know. It basically talked about how Kingdom Hearts 3 was gonna be end of the Xehanort saga, but it's not gonna be the last game in the series, so you can expect more side games, midquels, prequels, Unchained, keep that shit chained up games coming soon to smartphones and tablets. You can expect all those. Those are still gonna happen. But what they did confirm was a release date for Kingdom Hearts 3. And I know about 60,000 of you just died right there. But no, they actually didn't confirm a release date for Kingdom Hearts 3. What they did do was announce that a release date was confirmed internally. So all the internal development staff and producers and the director, they have a pretty good idea of when Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to come out. They just don't want to tell us yet. So, see you at the D23 Expo. Yeah, that's it. But hey, they have an idea of when it's coming out, so that must mean the game is, you know, somewhat on track development-wise. There might be a possibility that I still win that bet. Y'all remember that bet I made in 2011 saying that Kingdom Hearts 3 might come out in 2024? It'd be funny if I actually won that. Now that we're done with Kingdom Hearts, let's talk about some Persona 5, ladies and gentlemen. Not gonna say much, except for that new PV, that new trailer. This shit best not get fucking delayed. And moving on to the final news story of the week, the biggest one, the one that I've just been bombarded 24/7 to discuss, the Spider-Man casting. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, after months upon months upon months of speculation on who will be taking up the coveted role of our favorite webhead, Marvel Studios has officially announced that Tom Holland will indeed be portraying Peter Parker / Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. And thank Lord Jesus in heaven that this finally happened. Because, oh my Lord, people, do you know every day what it was like being a Spider-Man fan? With these casting choices that kept popping up. One day it's Logan Lerman, the next day it's Dylan O'Brien, the next day it's Asa Butterfield, and then Tom Holland, and then some random black guy, and then a person who's not even a dude, and just a bunch of crazy shit, man. It's taxing. It's really taxing. It just got to the point where I was just like, man, bump this. I'll just wait for the movie to come out. I'm gonna go ghost. I'm gonna go silent off the web till this thing actually happens. And then Marvel Studios announced in a blog post, yeah, this is our new Spider-Man, and this is the director. Here's the director. His name is John Watts. Never heard of him? Oh well, new Spider-Man. Yay! And the internet goes crazy. And to be honest, I don't know how to feel, guys. Like, on the one hand, I'm just happy that they finally came out and confirmed it, because ever since, like, what? The leaks came out of the possibility of Spider-Man crossing over into the MCU. That was back in like December, like 6 months ago. There were just so many articles and just theories and rumors of what was going to happen that it just became disheartening as a Spider-Man fan, and just hearing all these potential things that may happen. I just sort of lost interest in the movies. I've already lost interest in the comics, so it's just like, man, just do something. And they did. They just announced it straight up. And to be honest, that's pretty ballsy of Marvel to do. Honestly, I was expecting them to go the route, which I think a lot of people were, and they were just going to keep it a secret until Captain America Civil War, and they just have Spider-Man show up on screen and then take off his mask. It's like, hey, what's up guys, I'm the actor, and everyone at the theater is going to be like, oh my god, it's that guy. Who is this guy? Wait, Snapchat? Who is this guy? Somebody tell me. And yeah, honestly, I don't think they could have done that, considering Civil War is filming right now, and they even confirmed that Tom Holland is required to report to the set immediately. So there was no way they could keep this under wraps with the internet, and everybody out there who has a camera will just go and post it online. Somebody's gonna snag a pic. I mean, if they can like get scripts for movies leaked onto the internet, if they can do all these crazy things, then of course it shouldn't be too hard for them to get like the actor who's going to play Spider-Man. Something is gonna slip up at some point, so it's better to just get it out there immediately than people speculate and ruin the surprise behind it. I mean, because once the surprise is out there, it's out there, people, regardless of anyone trying to say that it could still be cool, it can be an awesome surprise, and no, if someone leaked it, it's kind of not so much of an awesome surprise, unfortunately. But this Tom Holland kid, to be honest, I've said to be honest a couple times in this video, I don't know what to think, because I haven't seen anything Tom Holland has done. I know he was in the Billy Elliot musical. I think he was in a movie called The Impossible, and I've heard a lot of great things about The Impossible movie. Overall, I like the kid. I mean, I say he's a kid. He's only a couple years younger than me. He's 19 years old. I mean, I just like him. I think he's a generally all-around nice guy, very humble. If you frequent Instagram videos at all, this is what really sold me on him being Spider-Man. He posted videos of him doing all these crazy acrobatic stunts, and you know, the inner Spider-Man fanboy inside me was like, yeah, he can play Spider-Man, if only because he can do those crazy things. And granted, I know that's not what you need to play Spider-Man. That's a big part of it, but you know, it's all about the acting and the character and getting that in check. Most of Marvel's casting choices haven't really disappointed me, to say the least. I think they've been pretty solid all across the board. There were a couple of casting choices that I wasn't really too, you know, happy with in the beginning, but I ended up loving them. Whereas on the opposite end of the spectrum, there were a couple of actors who I was, you know, excited to play these characters who really didn't end up as well as I'd hoped they would. So it's definitely up in the air as far as Marvel goes. But I'm anticipating this movie. It's coming out in 2017, provided they just, you know, stick to the comics. They don't try to do anything crazy and all this pandering nonsense BS. I think that Spider-Man will be okay. But you know, on the same page, Marvel has done stupid things in their movies as well. I mean, look at the Thor movies. You know, look at Ant-Man. Look at what they did with Iron Man 3. So I'm excited, but at the same time, I'm very nervous too. I'm not just gonna be like, oh my god, this is gonna be amazing and awesome, you know, because this, that, and the third. You do have to look a bit more critically for certain things, especially considering that this Spider-Man is probably going to be the one who takes up the mantle of king of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, Iron Man and Tony Stark is slowly starting to be phased out, with Captain America being, I guess, the forefront of the MCU. But after Cap's time is over and done with, they're gonna need a new person, and it's most likely going to be Spider-Man. I mean, that's just such a safe bet. But yeah, Tom Holland, congratulations on getting the part of Spider-Man. I look forward to seeing what you can do. I look forward to it very much. Anyway, those were some of the news stories that I thought were pretty cool and interesting that I wanted to discuss with y'all. Post your comments down below on what you thought about all of these articles. My name is NGS. Thank you so much for watching this week's vlog, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.